So last year, the Site Series 1.0, I actually did the introduction, of the self-compassion practice, So, and today, I'm supposed to focus, this is 2.0, so I'm supposed to focus on, what are the challenges when you are practicing self-compassion? But I'm mindful, we may have new participants this year. So I seek for the compassion of the previous participants that have attended the first topic. It may sound like a revision to you. So let us be compassionate, be patient. And of course, I will still cover or try to focus more on the challenges of the practice based on today's topic. So I have planned the first part of this talk tonight to be a practice session, so that those who are late, they are not going to miss much of the lecture part. So that's why we're going to do the practice first. This is what we are covering today: embracing challenges in self-compassion practice. And for those of you who would like to learn more, or those of you who already know me on the social media quite actively, you would know that I frequently share about my own practices, or of course official practices from the self-compassion gurus of the world. So there's a lot of sharing on my LinkedIn and Facebook on this topic itself. So feel free to friend me on Facebook, or let's get linked up in the LinkedIn, so that we are connected in that sense. So what I want to start to do is actually a practice, that I'm going to invite all of you to join me. So for this practice, very easy. What I would like to do is to invite all of you. Step one of all the mindfulness-based or self-compassion-based practices, very important, is to start off, right, with a mindful posture. What is mindful posture? Mindful posture means that let us, intentionally, shift ourselves if we need to, so that we ensure that we're sitting comfortably, wherever we are sitting, either on a chair, or on a meditation cushion on the ground, doesn't matter. So sit comfortably, and where possible, keep your back upright, instead of slouching or leaning back, onto the cushion. If possible, keep it upright, but drop the shoulder and sort of like let the shoulder relax. And then, of course, another important step is a choice, whether you would like to close your eyes fully if you're comfortable, or if not, don't worry. I just want to invite you to drop your gaze away from the laptop. I'm not going to show anything, so there's nothing to see on the screen. So drop your gaze away from the light, drop it down to a comfortable kind of position that you're comfortable with if you're not closing your eyes. If you're comfortable, close your eyes fully. So let us begin this exercise, one of my own favorite self-compassion practice. So firstly, invite ourselves to just take a few breaths. It can be deep breath, simple breath, regular breath, doesn't matter. Most importantly, take a few breaths. Hopefully, this few breaths will let us feel settled. Especially today is a working day. Let the breath help us to feel settled down. A few more breaths. And our beautiful breath will know how to regulate themselves. They would know how to get into their own rhythm. So as the breath is doing its work behind the scene, breathing in and out, for this exercise, I would like to invite you to bring to your mind, that means virtually invite yeah, virtually invite to your mind someone, or it can be a being, like a pet, yeah, your pet dog, pet cat, or what pet, doesn't matter, or someone, yeah, that whenever you see this person, may not be physically, it could also be right now in your mind, whenever you see this person or see this being, it will bring smile to your face. Yeah, you have this respectful, caring, trusting relationship with this person. Yeah. If there's few people popping up in your mind, or there are few choices that you are thinking of for this exercise, just pick one person or one being. Okay, so this person or this being have a very simple, trusting, respectful, uncomplicated relationship with you. Yeah, and your relationship with this person always brings smile to your face. Yeah, I'll give you a while to Google your mind. Yeah, to find your candidate for tonight's practice. Pick one. I know some of you have a few popping up in your mind now. Just pick one candidate. Now, having that one candidate, the invited guest, where possible. Yeah, some of us who are very visual people, we are actually visualizing this person in front of us right now, or sitting across us. We are smiling to each other. For those who can't visualize, don't worry. Yeah, it's just that sense that you are thinking about this person. This person is in your mind. Yeah, that is also okay. Yeah, don't stress yourself out. Yeah, trying to visualize when you can't. Yeah. So having this person in your mind, I invite you now to send some warm, loving, compassionate, joyful wishes to this person. For example, may you be well and happy. May you be relaxed and at ease. May you be comfortable in whatever you're doing in your life. May you have support if you're facing challenges in your life. I truly wish you well. My love, my warmth, my kindness are always there for you. May you be well and happy. May you be strong and healthy. Or may you be as easy, as comfortable as you can be. I really wish you well. Wish you all the best. Always having the best of the best for you. I wish you well. Whenever my heart warm up and feel the joy, that's where I send it to you. I wish you well. I wish you happiness. These are some of the examples of the wishes that you can wish this invited guest. I'll keep silent for a while, and you are free to use your own words, your own wishes to send to this person or this being. Wish them from the bottom of your heart. If you can't find any words, it's all right. Just maybe that sense of feeling in your heart, whatever that warm, loving feeling you have in your heart, That's it. Send it to this person. Sometimes we are lost for words. It's all right. A few more wishes, and I'd like to take all of us to the step 2 of the exercise. Step 2 of the exercise. Now, I would like all of us to include ourselves in the wishes. For example, this invited guest and ourselves are together right now, right? So that's where we would like to wish, may you and I be well and happy. May you and I feel at ease and relaxed. May you and I receive support in our life. May you and I always reach out to each other. May you and I are blessed with people who love us in our life. May you and I have the blessings or joy or the condition to always be with good people in our life. May you and I be as healthy as we can be. May you and I keep ourselves safe and healthy. May you and I have whatever best or whatever good enough that we can have. May you and I continue to have this friendship, this relationship, this trusting, respectful, caring relationship. May you and I always stay on this Dhamma path together. These are the examples of the wishes we can wish our invited guests and ourselves. And again, moment of silence so that each of us can choose our own wishes to wish this invited guest and ourselves. Feel it in your heart, or like I say, if there's no words, it's all right. But feel it in the heart, the warmness, the love, the joy, and it is shared between both of us. A few more wishes that is shared between us and our invited guests. And I will take us to the step 3 or the last step of our exercise. As we begin step 3 of the exercise, I would like to invite you to say goodbye to your invited guests. Your invited guests need to carry on with what he or she is doing. So we bid ourselves goodbye, smile at each other, wave at each other. So there goes our invited guests. So right now, we are on our own, sitting here right now. Let us continue. Let us continue with this wishing. Let us wish ourselves the same wishes that we have shared with the invited guests. May I be well and happy. May I be healthy as I can be. May I stay safe. May I stay healthy. May I feel at ease, or may I feel relaxed as much as I can. May I continue to receive blessings in my life. May I continue to have supportive people or supportive condition in my life. may I remember to rejoice in whatever good that has happened in my life. Cultivate that gratitude, that thankfulness in my heart. Wishing myself well and happy, or just contentment with myself. May I be well, may I be happy, may I be at ease, may I be as comfortable as I can be. And again, moment of silence for each of you to use your own words or your own wishes to wish yourself. A few more wishes to yourself. And I'll be inviting all of us to end the exercise together. What we will do as we end this exercise is I invite you to just drop all the wishes. Stay silently as you are right here, right now, just reflecting on your experience of this exercise. Have that moment of reflection. Then take a few breaths. Yeah. So if your eyes has been closed, yeah, be gentle as you reopen your eyes because you have light in the room. Or for those who have dropped your gaze, yeah, slowly, yeah, lift your gaze up to your laptop or to your desktop or to your phone. And that's the end of our exercise. I will give you the audio link to this exercise to practice. Yeah, the title of this exercise is actually Loving Kindness to a Loved One and Ourselves. Yeah, so this is a core practice. Yeah, it's actually a core practice in self-compassion practices. Yeah, and I always find it so beautiful. Yeah, to start this practice. Yeah, by having that invited person, and then we share together the wishes. And lastly, of course, the wishes for ourselves. What I want you to do as a homework is that, the last part, as I ask you to reflect on this experience, yeah, see if you notice there is a difference, yeah, when you are doing the step one, yeah, sending the wishes to the invited guest. Is there different experience step two when you're sharing the wishes between the invited guest and yourself? And of course, the third one, is it different experience again when you're sending the wishes to yourself? Okay, so this is a big group, so I cannot do that interactive feedback. Yeah, this is a huge group. So I'm going to leave you to go and sort of ponder over. Did I notice or did I experience, yeah, different experiences in the step one, step two, and step three? Okay, so that's homework that I've given to you. Okay, so a little bit of recap of the topic number one for those of you who are attended. Yeah, Dr. Tan Ing Kong talks about self-care, self-sacrifices, and of course non-self. Yeah, so and my topic is actually quite related to the first topic itself. So I thought it would be nice that I put in again the definition. And the definition that I put in today is, of course, from my perspective. Yeah. And of course, yeah, a lot of times the definition for all these universal terminology, yeah, is very wide. Yeah, it can also be different depending on the angle that we are coming from. Yeah, but from my angle that I would like to share with you guys, yeah, this is what I've put in. Yeah, self-care and self-love. Yeah, taking care of ourselves is something we do. Is something that is essential as part of loving ourselves. If we care for others, do more, give more, yeah, thinking that that is compassion to other people, yeah, just be mindful and be careful, yeah. We could be dangerously slipping into self-sacrifice, yeah, that was widely discussed in the first topic, yeah. And if we're slipping into self-sacrifice, yeah, this is not a caring and loving gesture towards ourselves and other people, especially, yeah, if it doesn't feel good to you in long run when you're doing the giving, or you are doing all the compassionate action, yeah, but you don't feel good about it. And perhaps it doesn't feel good to the recipient either. That's when, yeah, it becomes self-sacrifice. It's no longer compassionate action. Yeah, it becomes a self-sacrifice. Yeah. So, but of course, a very balanced way to practice our giving, yeah, is actually looking at compassion and self-compassion. And rightly, tonight's topic, we're going to zoom into understanding further about self-compassion. Yeah, I think compassion in general, most of us actually are very familiar, and especially our Buddhist community. Yeah, many of you are very compassionate people. But what is tricky is that could it be, yeah, you're very compassionate to others, but you could be neglecting yourself. Yeah, so therefore, yeah, tonight I want to talk about self-compassion more focusedly or more deeply. So self-compassion is the highest expression of self-love. When you love yourself, taking care of yourself is a natural action. Like I mentioned, it's essential. Yeah. And the result is, of course, yeah, natural too. Yeah. And your own compassionate energy will begin to overflow to the other people in your life in a very natural way. Yeah. And giving, yeah, will feel good and balanced. This is when, yeah, when your battery is full, your compassionate battery is full, you can charge or you can share the battery with other people, right? So this is in another way, how we define self-compassion. Yeah. So if you look at my picture, I have the matches and the light, because unfortunately, yeah, one of the setback of individual who doesn't practice or forgotten to practice self-compassion, you are vulnerable to burnout. Yeah, you are actually vulnerable to burnout. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that because that's another huge topic. Let's focus on how do we practice self-compassion, because self-compassion practice can prevent burnout. Okay, next one. Yeah, so further definition. Yeah, a very beautiful quotation. Yeah, especially in mindfulness and self-compassion classes. Yeah, or modules. Yeah, that I'm involved in teaching. Yeah, this beautiful quote come from there. Self-compassion is loving others without losing yourself. Yeah, we are asking you to continue to love others, to be compassionate to others, but please don't lose yourself in the process. Yeah, please don't lose yourself. Yeah, especially slipping into self-sacrifice. Yeah, so compassion, let's look at the different definition again, or in a more detailed way. Compassion, self-compassion is when we suffer, caring for ourselves as we would care for someone we truly love when they suffer. That's self-compassion. When someone we love, yeah, when someone we love very much, when we see them suffer, we quickly go and help them. That's the compassionate side of ourselves. But when we ourselves suffer, sometimes we forgot to turn inwards to care for ourselves. Yeah, so that's why, you know, we are emphasizing, yeah, or re-emphasizing the importance of self-compassion. We care enough to give ourselves what will bring us joy, ease, peaceful on a regular basis. Yeah, not a quick fix. Yeah, self-compassion is never a quick fix. Like, for example, oh, I'm feeling so stressed out, I'm gonna eat this cup of ice cream. Oh, you know, this year is a stressful year, I'm gonna take a vacation. Oh, Buddhists always say this, I must go for meditation retreat. I'm not saying that you shouldn't go for meditation retreat, but if you have this must, should, yeah, and so on and so forth, yeah, then the stress is going to be even more. Yeah, but what is much more important is self-compassion practice is a regular daily practice. Yeah, it is not waiting till a retreat to practice it. Yeah, so hopefully I can help you, yeah, with the beginning of journey of able to practice self-compassion on a regular basis, on a daily basis. Yeah, self-compassion, yeah, requires deep self-connection. Yeah, this is where we learn to observe or actively explore our heart with curiosity, our ability to be gentle and loving with and within ourselves. Yeah, spend time to understand our own heart better. Yeah, so in a way, self-compassion practice does need, yeah, some effort, yeah, to be put into the practice. Yeah, self-care will become something that is natural as a result of self-compassion practice. Yeah, so these two come hand in hand. Yeah, it is actually holding hand in hand. It's not a separate practice, it's hand in hand. Okay, so let us move further. Now I have this slide. Why practice self-compassion? Yeah, this is in a very quick nutshell. Yeah, and of course, these are from psychological research over the last 20 years. Yeah, research shows that people who are more self-compassionate, are happier, less stressed, and more resilient. They are happier because practicing self-compassion leads to happiness, optimism, gratitude, and better relationship with other people. Yeah, the less stress is self-compassion is a powerful antidote to self-criticism, perfectionist thinking that can lead to stress, anxiety, and depression. Yeah, many of us are very achievement orientated, very perfectionist, and this is where we are so stressed out. Self-compassion practice can be an antidote. Okay, so of course the resilient part is, yeah, when we have all these practices in our pocket, yeah, as tools, as coping tools in our life, yeah, even if we fall down, yeah, we have the tools to help ourselves to step up again, to stand up again. Yeah, so we can actually learn from our mistake. Yeah, that's where we are more resilient. So these are in a very simple nutshell why we practice, why it's important to practice self-compassion. And I have a long more list about it. Benefits of the practice, yeah, increase social connectedness, increase life satisfaction, increase happiness, decrease stress, anxiety, depression, yeah, improve your relationship, build resilience, be a better caregiver, be a better leader. Yeah, don't worry, you're gonna get it in your handout. Yeah, so but these are the multiple benefits of this practice. Yeah, and of course, coming to today's topic, yeah, the challenges. Yeah, so of course, yeah, you know, you've looked at my definition, then the benefits, yeah, that I highlight to you. Yeah, of course, yeah, it is very, hopefully, yeah, it's very attractive to you that you want to practice. Yeah, but of course, this is where it's also my role here to help us to understand. Yeah, there are challenges when we practice all these good practices. Yeah, the mindfulness practice, the compassion practice, the self-compassion practice, there are challenges. Yeah, so this part, let me highlight to you what are the possible challenges. And of course, yeah, each of us may experience different challenges. Yeah, but of course today I can only speak on it very general basis. Yeah, so in general, the challenges in self-compassion practices, yeah, come from this area. Look at the middle part of my points. Yeah, it is because, yeah, it's interesting, yeah, the research data, yeah, and this is of course from one of the gurus and the sifus, yeah, of self-compassion practitioner and researcher, yeah, Dr. Christine Neff and Dr. Marisa Knox, yeah. So this research data, yeah, is pretty new. 2016 I consider pretty new, yeah, and of course with the pandemic, the last 2.5 years, it's hard to do any research. But it was so interesting that the research have shown, and research is based on very high subject, yeah. It's not small subject like how students do survey, yeah. No, this is almost like a 10,000, yeah, respondent. It's clearly shown that 78% of us more compassionate towards other compared to ourselves. 6% compassionate to self compared to others. 16% compassionate to self and others equally. Of course, if you look at this, yeah, we the psychologists is going to tell you the 16% is the healthy practice. Yeah, the healthy practice is, may you and I be strong and healthy. May you and I feel at ease. May you and I, yeah, have supportive condition in our life. Yeah, so compassionate to self and others in the equal basis. Yeah, so that is the healthy practice. But unfortunately, most of us, yeah, 78% of you. So if we look at our crop today, 162, 78% of 162 of you probably, yeah, I want you to check yourself. Yeah, do you fall into this category that you're compassionate to other people, which is the beautiful thing, but you tend to forget about yourself. Okay, and of course, yeah, you can have the self-compassion test to go and take, yeah, after the class. Don't do it now. Yeah, so go and assess yourself. What is your self-compassion situation at this moment? Yeah, so it's quite interesting. It's quite detailed. Yeah, the test. Yeah, it will define to you the result. Yeah, it is quite automatic. You answer and then you click calculate, and your result will come out for you. Yeah, so then you please read the interpretation for yourself. And this self-compassion test is by Dr. Christine Neff. Yeah, many years of research, and for her, she defined the 3 components of self-compassion as self-kindness, common humanity, and mindfulness. Yeah, so self-compassion practice is inclusive already of mindfulness practice. I purposely put the opposite in red font for you to see. Yeah, self-kindness. What is the opposite of self-kindness? It is self-criticism, self-judgment, self-doubt. So check ourselves. A lot of us can tend to be self-critical, yeah, self-judging, and self-doubting. Yeah, and this is opposite. This is not healthy practice. We want to practice self-kindness. Yeah. Second one, common humanity. Let's look at opposite one. Easier to look at opposite. The opposite one is isolation. Being in isolation. Or why me? Why me? Why have to be me? Okay. Yeah, we feel all alone. And when something bad happens, we always feel, why me? Yeah. Whereas the direct opposite is, remember, we are not alone. Common humanity refer to the interconnectedness of all of us. Yeah, actually all of us are interconnected. Yeah, we live in this present life as a human being. When we are born as a human being, and in Buddhism, yeah, it's a blessing to be born as a human being so that we get to practice Dhamma. Yeah, and as we are in this human realm, yeah, we are very interconnected. Yeah, so therefore, please don't struggle alone. We can learn to reach out for support and for help. That's common humanity. This is a very important practice because some of us Yeah, we suppress our stress and our troubles, yeah, until we fall into depression because we dare not reach out for help. Yeah, so that's why common humanity itself is an important practice. And of course, mindfulness, yeah, right? Mindfulness practice, yeah, is very important so that we don't become mindlessness or become over identification, over sensitive, yeah, over thinking, over rumination. Yeah, that is all the opposite of mindfulness. Yeah, so because we struggle with everything I highlight in red, yeah, therefore it's challenging. It's challenging for us to practice self-compassion. Yeah, so it's not as simple that, oh, I want to practice self-compassion, but because all of us are challenged, yeah, with the opposite that I put here, therefore, yeah, we will stumble upon challenges when we practice self-compassion. Okay, so it is okay. It is okay. So first step, I want all of us to be aware of these challenges, acknowledge and accept that these challenges is there, yeah, and hopefully as we practice more and more, we can reduce these challenges. Yeah, the things that I highlight in red. Yeah, okay. So more challenges. Yeah. So this is a beautiful quotation from one of the senior teacher of self-compassion practice, Steve Hickman, and he put it in a very poetic way, and I like it. Yeah, the way it's put so poetic way. When you can be loving, so that's self-kindness. When you can be loving, connected here refer to common humanity. When you can be present, be here and now, that's mindfulness. So when you can be loving, connected, and present for yourself, you are practicing self-compassion. Of course, he said, much easier said than done. Yeah. So it's much easier to say than practice. But a nice way is to keep a simple vision or simple effort and dedication of your intention to go forward, practice. Okay? So loving, connected, present. Hopefully, yeah, our life will be loving, connected, and present. Yeah. So this is a very beautiful quote. Yeah. So, and of course, further challenges that I want to highlight when we practice self-compassion. Why do we struggle with challenges? Because it takes courage to dive deep into the sea of troubles, the sea of stress, yeah, for our healing. It's not easy, yeah, to take that dive into that deep sea of stresses or challenges in our life. Yeah. So firstly, we need courage. Or the other points that I've put here. Yeah, let's go through it. Very important in self-compassion practice is, yeah, we give ourselves compassion. We give ourselves compassion not to feel better. So our intention to give ourselves compassion is not to feel better. We give ourselves compassion because we are feeling hurt, we are feeling painful, we are feeling stressful, we are feeling irritable, we are feeling angry, etc., etc., etc. When we are struggling, this is where we give ourselves compassion. Yeah, so the intention is when we are struggling with hurt, stress, pain, whatever. Yeah, that's when important to give ourselves compassion. So self-compassion practices are ways of training our mind and our heart to be kind, loving, gentle, and compassionate. So the practice is, self-compassion is practices of goodwill and good intention. Yeah, the goodwill and good intention is, I'm struggling, therefore I give myself compassion. It is not practices to obtain good feeling. Please be aware of our expectation to fix the problem and want to feel good quickly, especially all of us have this, we want the problem to go away. We want to fix the problem. We want to feel good quite quickly. But a lot of times we need to put in a lot more steps, right? For problem solving, right? Yeah. So Firstly, be mindful of this expectation to fix the problem. Yeah. So that's why in our self-compassion practice, we always say this statement: please give ourselves compassion because we are feeling stressful, not with the intention of, I want to feel good. Okay. So this is where, yeah, if we don't set our goodwill or good intention rightly, then we're going to struggle in our self-compassion practice. Okay. Yeah, more. Okay. Why is it hard to practice self-compassion? I want to highlight to you. And of course, those who have attended other classes with me, you're probably familiar with what I'm saying, yeah? Because I have conducted self-compassion practices in different settings. So one thing that's very important, yeah, that's why I talk about expectation just now. When we practice, yeah, this is for both. Mindfulness practice is also like that. Self-compassion practice is also like that. When we practice them, we may feel good. We may feel, why like that one? Or we may feel nothing at all. Okay. So good, bad, or nothing at all. You may feel all these three at different time when you practice. Okay. Yeah. So just acknowledge it. Whatever you are feeling or experiences, just acknowledge them. Yeah. So because this is where sometimes people they expect the feeling good. So when they are not feeling good, they stop practicing. Okay. So the good, bad, or nothing at all. Yeah. This three comes, yeah, in our practice. Yeah. But there's one thing that is important to highlight. Yeah. But if you keep on practice, yeah. So wow, tonight, yeah, when Sister Miyen guide the practices, oh, very nice. Yeah. I enjoy the practice. So I go back and practice. But when you go back and practice, maybe, even with the audio on, you start feeling bad. This is where I want to explain. One of the challenges in self-compassion practice that people do not realize is this phenomena, what I call backdraft. This is especially when you keep on practicing, and you keep feeling bad. You feel bad, you feel uncomfortable. In fact, you feel more stressful. Okay. And this is when backdraft has happened. Backdraft is a phenomena for firemen. Yeah? Firemen use this term a lot. Let me explain this, yeah, through the fireman perspective first. Yeah, if a fireman is going into a building, of course, to firefighting, to put down the fire, it's very important for the fireman to do this. Yeah, whenever they are going into a room, yeah, with a closed door. Of course, yeah, they need to go to room by room, right, to put down the fire, right? So, but it's very important before they open a closed door, they have to touch the door or the wall to check whether it is hot, very hot, extremely hot, because this is important for their preparation. The minute, yeah, of course, if it's very hot, they got to prepare even more, yeah. So if it's not so hot, they still need to prepare. But what's going to happen is, yeah, when they open the door, yeah, this is science. When you open a closed door, yeah, once it's open, the air or the oxygen from here is going to zoom into that room. Yeah, when oxygen rush into the room, when you open the door, what is happening? When oxygen hit the fire in the room, the fire is going to burn even more or even explode. Okay, so this is backdraft phenomena. But firemen got no choice. They still have to open the door and, put the pipe, to put down the fire. But they need to learn to assess, yeah, or to gauge, yeah, the explosion inside the room. Okay, so they need to still go in and they need to put down the fire. Okay, so this firefighting. Now, what is this has to do with Sister Miyen with self-compassion practice is exactly the same. Yeah, so now we are learning this loving kindness, compassion practice, gratitude practice. Yeah, and all these are actually, that water or that foam that the fireman is holding. So you are the fireman now. So maybe the door of your heart has been closed for a long time. But today you learn, okay, these practices Yeah, it's very beneficial based on research. Yeah, it can help me with my stress, anxiety, depression, so on and so forth. So, okay, I'm going to shower myself with all these practices, the self-compassion practices. Okay, so you are opening the door of your heart. Perhaps you don't even know inside the closed door of your heart, or inside your heart, the fire in your heart. Maybe you don't even know, yeah, whether the fire in your heart, is it strong, mild, yeah, or whatever. Is there fire or is there no fire in your heart? Maybe we don't even know. A lot of times we don't know, or we think that we are okay. We think that we are okay, we are not so stressed out. But actually, inside we suppress a lot of stress. So your fire is inside. So you open the door, and when you pump this loving kindness, self-compassion, gratitude in, what happens, as like I say, when you open the door, it's going to vroom, it's going to explode. Then you're like, what's happening to me? Why am I feeling so bad? Why am I feeling so uncomfortable? But I'm practicing, loving kindness. I'm practicing compassion. I'm practicing gratitude. Why am I feeling like that? This is exactly backdraft. Okay. If you're experiencing backdraft when you practice all these healthy practices, I really urge you to go and be courage, be brave and courageous to go and address that fire in your heart. Okay? Because backdraft has happened. Therefore, so I'm going to give you 3 important reminders again when you practice. Yeah. When we practice mindfulness and self-compassion, of course, knowing that backdraft can happen. Backdraft is actually the last bullet I'm talking about. So this is important. Mindfulness and self-compassion practices are not a cure-all, especially if you're doing self-practice without in-depth learning from comprehensive course or consistent guidance from teachers, and you're experiencing backdraft. So please, if you are experiencing backdraft, stop, put aside for now. It is critical time that you attend to your personal needs, the fire in your heart that you didn't realize that you have. Personal need. If you have difficulties, or it could be something in the past trauma, you may be struggling now. So please seek professional help if you need to, or at least start off with community helpline. Especially if you have financial difficulties, please seek community helpline. Okay, so I'm going to provide your committee member with a compilation of our Buddhist counseling helpline services. And of course, BGF have one of them. Apart from BGF, we have a few other organizations, and I'm going to also provide other non-profit organizations. So you're going to get a compilation in your Google Classroom. So look out for that. So that will give you a long list of the available community free helpline in Malaysia. Okay, so please remember, it's not a cure-all. I'm going to backwards now, go up the two bullet point. Self-compassion and mindfulness practices, combined, is a gradual learning. You can't rush it. Please remember, it's a gentle practice. Be a slow learner, gentle and patiently. Practice, 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 practice. As you are doing this gentle and patient practice, this is self-compassion practice itself. So gradual learning. Another important one is practice focus. Whenever we are practicing the exercise, so just focus on the direct experience of the practice. It worked. It didn't work. Just experience. Learn to notice and pay attention to the experience only, instead of asking, why I cannot feel relief after practicing. Wow, why still so pain? Why still so stressed? Okay, thinking this, why this and that, that is not a practice focus. That is the mind ruminating. So learn to be practice focused. That's how you can overcome the challenges. Okay. I'm just putting it very small. Don't worry. I'm just putting it just to let you know. And of course, this three organizations are our three main well-known Buddhist helpline. Yeah, Tanxiang Mitra line has been, I would say they are the first pioneer. They are the first pioneer that has been set up. Yeah, these are by the Tanxiang Mitra Welfare Center. It's called Mitra line. They have in KL and they have in Penang. And of course, in BGF, we have our GEM helpline. Yeah, and the Young Buddhist Association Malaysia, we have the Pelita Psychological and Guidance Unit. So these are our Buddhist space. Yeah, so go and look for the detail in the compilation. Okay, and lastly, yeah, again, challenges in practicing self-compassion practices is because this poster is by Dr. Christine Neff. Yeah, so understand this poster, because when we practice self-compassion, sometimes there are myth and misconception. A lot of people always ask me this question, if we are very self-compassionate, it means we are selfish. Yeah, we only love ourselves. That means we are selfish. No. Yeah, let's get this straight. Yeah, self-compassion practice is not selfishness. It does not make us selfish or soft or weak, or we go into self-pity, or we go into self-indulgence. Oh, I'm so stressed out, I'm going to eat this type of ice cream. Yeah, not self-indulgence. We are not making excuses for ourselves. We are not undermining our motivation or our productivity. We are aware and acknowledging our struggle, and we just want to be kind to ourselves. Yeah, so, and very importantly, because self-compassion, people always think about it, the soft part, the weak part, but based on Dr. Christine Neff, many years of research and how she formulate the teaching, of course, through a big module. Yeah, today I'm just giving you a very overview. Yeah, it's because there are two sides of self-compassion. Yeah, her older term, she used to call it the yin and yang of self-compassion. Yeah, the newer term, especially her new published book last year, is called fierce self-compassion. She put the word fierce self-compassion because she wants people to understand there are two sides of self-compassion practice. If you look at this chart, it's so straightforward. We have the tender self-compassion, the soft part, accepting ourselves to alleviate suffering. Yeah. Then we have the fierce self-compassion. Yeah, we are going to be assertive. We're going to take action to alleviate our suffering. Yeah, take action means what? Yeah, we want to be protecting ourselves. Protecting ourselves means drawing boundaries. Learn how to say no when we are overwhelmed. Providing, what is providing? Saying yes to our own needs. Yeah, reach out for help to settle our unsettled needs. Yeah, or get help. Yeah, we need help. Yeah. Or the third one, motivating ourselves. Always remember to motivate ourselves to learn, to grow, and to change. Yeah, as we live in this world. Yeah. So you see the fear side. Yeah, there's a lot of homework to do on. Protecting, providing, motivating. Yeah, and of course, yeah, if you look at again, yeah, her older explanation, the yin and the yang, yeah, the tender and the fierce, yeah. Of course, it refers to the inner healing, the outer change, yeah, the yin and yang, right? So, and of course, if you look at all this together, yeah, when you combine the yin and yang, you combine the tender and fierce, it's a very caring force. This caring force helps us to thrive, yeah, to grow, to learn, yeah, to be an authentic person, authentic self, right? So that is, yeah, the benefit of practicing self-compassion. Okay, so I hope this poster dispel all the myth and misconception. Yeah, and I think this. I'm just going to introduce this exercise. I'm not going to guide you, because if I guide you, I'm going to take another 5 to 10 minutes. But I'm going to introduce another important practice. It's called self-compassion break. Again, I'm going to provide you the audio link. Yeah, and I want to introduce Buddha doodles. Yeah, I love all the cartoon, yeah, illustrated, yeah, by Buddha Doodles. Yeah, I follow them on Facebook diligently. It's so meaningful. Yeah, a lot of their quotes, poem, and especially the beautiful cartoons, the beautiful doodle. So I picked a few that really represent the definition of self-compassion. The first one, grounding ourselves. That is mindfulness practice. When we practice mindfulness, yeah, mindfulness help us to be stable, to be grounded. Yeah, so that represents mindfulness. Look at the second colorful poster. We are deeply interconnected. So that's the second component of self-compassion. Yeah, remember common humanity. We are human together. We are common human together. We are deeply connected. So we are here to support each other. Yeah, so this is common humanity, and the bottom cartoon is referring to self-kindness. Yeah, so please love all of yourself even on the bad days. That's self-kindness. Yeah, breathe in and bring love to the storm within. Self-kindness. Yeah, I love their poster. Yeah, I just wanted to share it with all of you. Yeah, isn't it beautiful? Yeah, their posters. Yeah, but this is actually bringing us to a very important exercise designed by Dr. Christine Neff itself. It's called Self-Compassion Break, and it's based on her three components: mindfulness, common humanity, and self-kindness. So this is an exercise that you bring up for your practice whenever you feel stress, irritable, challenge, discomfort, bosong lah. Hokkien say, ayo, very sian lah, very bosong lah. Yeah, very stressed out. Yeah. This is a time you want to practice self-compassion break. But of course, before you do that, you must, of course, practice it for a while to be familiar with the 3-step. Because when we are so stressed out, we are not going to be like finding the audio or print out this one to follow. You don't have time. So, of course, yeah, we would like to start with a regular practice. And even if you're not stressed out, this is a beautiful practice. Yeah. So, but anyway, it's based on the 3-step. Yeah. Step 1 is to be mindful. Yeah, aware and acknowledge, this is difficult right now. This is stressful right now. Aware and acknowledge them non-judgmentally. Yeah, which is the mindfulness practice. Yeah, this is where you develop your mindfulness practice. Or, of course, yeah, this is where our meditative practice still very important. Your other meditative practice still comes in, because that is the part where you continue to develop your own mindfulness practices, so that when you want to practice this self-compassion break, your mindfulness is already there. That's why it's step 1. Your mindfulness is already there, step 1. And when you have the mindfulness and you have this script to remind yourself, then of course you can bring yourself to step 2. Remember common humanity. Recognize we are all human beings. We share all the human condition. All of us face challenges and stresses. All of us make mistakes. Yeah, use this helpful phrase, I'm not alone. It's okay not to be okay. Yeah, and most importantly, in step 2 is in our heart. Be courageous, be brave to seek resources, to reach out for help, to ask for help. Okay, so this is step 2. Step 3 is self-kindness. Self-kindness is do whatever you need to do to be kind to yourself. Yeah, you can use the helpful phrases. How can I comfort myself right now? I accept my limitation. Let me be gentle towards myself. Yeah, so this is where you can take a mindful pause, go and take a drink, walk out from your working office, take a breather. Yeah, so whatever. Yeah, practices that can be kind to yourself. Okay, so this is self-kindness. So with this, yeah, I just have 1 or 2 more slides to highlight to you. Yeah, what I've been speaking to you came from this official teaching module. It's called Mindful Self-Compassion. Yeah, I'm a trained teacher in this area. Of course, this is the module that Dr. Christine Neff and another psychologist, Dr. Christopher Germer, they have developed this module, I think at least 12 years by now, if not 15 years. And these are the published books. Yeah, these are the published book of this program. This program is actually a 8 weeks module. Each module or each week, the class is 2.5 to 3 hours. Yeah, so we have 8 classes. Apart from 8 classes, between week 5 to week 6, in between, we actually have a half-day silent meditative practice. Yeah, so it's a very comprehensive module. Yeah, so that if those who love reading, these are the books, yeah, that I recommend to go to. And I'm actually conducting a public program. This 8 plus 1 week. Yeah, remember the 8 weeks and plus the half day silent retreat. Yeah, so I'm conducting a public program that is going to start on August 6th. Yeah, so this is just a quick poster. Yeah, so go to my Facebook, you can see this poster quite immediately. Yeah, if you want more information, yeah, go to the organizer. Yeah, one of my colleagues is helping me to organize this. Yeah, it's by Insight Psychological and Counseling Center. Yeah, so ask them for the details. Yeah, so this is a public program. I'm running this 8 plus 1 week, starting from August right to October. Yeah. So lastly, another Buddha Doodles cartoon to share with you. This is one of my favorite. Yeah, I love this cartoon. Hold your heart in the sea of compassion. That's self-compassion. Yeah, we facilitate, cultivate, practice self-compassion in our heart first. Then, this love, this heart, this compassion, yeah, is going to flow out into the sea, yeah, and share it with everybody else. Yeah, but please remember, hold it in your heart first, and it will also flow out into the sea of compassion towards other people. So with this is the end of my sharing for tonight.